how to live with your decisions in life as you go through life and you make decisions. Some of them work out, some of them don't. A lot of your decisions are going to have pros and cons. You make a decision, you move in a certain direction, and what you find is you made things better in one way, you made things worse in another way. But if you're not careful, you always think, I should have done the other thing. What should I have done if I had done the other thing? Instead of using your finite time that you have to work on improving your actual situation, making the most of the decision you did make. Welcome in. Much love, Trav here. Still out here in Hawaii, trying to hang out here as long as I can. Trying to hang out here till end of October potentially. And it's a decision that I made that has pros and cons. This one's easy though, it has a lot of pros, right? But I've been making a lot of decisions along the way in these years, right? GoPro Magic, that has some pros, that has a lot of cons as well, right? Become vocal on the internet, that has some pros, that has some cons. Tattoos on my body, that has some pros and that has some cons. I've got doors closed now. So what am I thinking? How am I thinking? Walking into the wind here. There'll be dogs later in the video, so stay tuned for that. Yeah. Walking home right now from Waikiki. Surfed and then I went to an event in Chinatown. It was pretty cool. And that event, I was thinking like, man, this isn't the right thing for me to do. I probably won't come back to this. I'm coming back too late. It sucks. I'm recording this late at night. But on the other hand, when you make decisions like that, you go to a new thing and you find out it's not for you. You try a new thing, you find out it's not for you. It's not a mistake when you spend time learning what not to do, right? If you don't learn, then that's the problem. But as long as you learn, this is what I should have done, it's okay. All right. Got more examples living with your decisions. I have a friend, coaching client, who changed his work schedule. And he changed the shifts from 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. to like 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. So now his evenings are more free. But his weekends went from Friday, Saturday to Monday, Tuesday. So pros and cons, right? Pros, okay, I'm off work earlier. Cons, oh, my weekend's all fucked up now. I'm not going to be able to have friends on the weekend. No one has Monday, Tuesday off. This fucking sucks. Shit, why did I change my schedule? So he's having a hard time dealing with the decision that he made. Okay, well, I think the key here is really focusing on the pros of the situation. What's the benefit? In this case, it's like, all right, well, the potential to have a much better sleep schedule, potential to have more social time in the evenings, potential to have a better life, right? And if it's really so bad, can always change it back later, the next situation, right? Yo, should I have gone into, I have some deeper and some bigger ones that are more personal to me. Should I have gone into Pro Magic the Gathering? Man, at first it was like, all right, is there really money in this? And then it's like, all right, I've made it. Fucking now what? You know, there's fly around to these convention centers, go into these, the pay isn't good. You don't know if you're gonna be on next year. Yeah, doggo. You know, I was actually advised to carry a stick out here at night. Not for people, but for packs of dogs that get out the gate. So hopefully make it back. No issues. Right, okay, a decision to go into Pro Magic. Man, we know the cons are really a lot, but You just have to live with the pros and realize, like, man, the grass is always greener on the other side, but focus on what's good. I get to travel. I get to play a game that I love frequently, all the time. I get to compete with people at the highest level. Not a lot of people get to do that. It gives me a lot of freedom, and has given me a launching pad to speak to an audience, and then from there I can talk about whatever I want to talk about, right? So the basic tricks are, when you have a decision and the decision doesn't necessarily go right, or maybe there's pros and cons, it's just not clear what happens, what's better. For one, just to focus on the positives and say, okay, well, yeah, there's some negatives, but I'm going to focus on, make a list of reasons 1, 2, and 3 why this is is better this way, why it works out to my benefit more this way, right? When you're trying to live with the decision. The other is, like, look for an opportunity. If you think it was wrong, again, that doesn't mean it was a waste. It just means you invested some time into learning what not to do, right? And you have future opportunity to rectify that, either change your decision or not do it again, right? So those to me are my keys. Like, life is too short to be dwelling on all this shit and stressing and anxious over what you should have done. You know, once you make your bed, it's time to lay in it and make it the best bed that you can, and then wait for opportunity to switch bed if it's really that bad. So hope you find that useful. Hope you find that helpful. And let me know what you think of this video, this style. Definitely prefer to record in the day compared to recording at night. Out here in Hawaii, I need to figure out a better setup to record, because if I'm out here in the day, there's all these cars. If I'm at night, there's nonstop dogs, and I need to figure that out. So I'm working on it, trying to make it better. I don't really necessarily like to record that much when I'm tired or the end of the day, but I do just want to get it done. You know, if I have an opportunity to share something that I haven't yet shared, time to fucking do it. So hope you find that useful. Hope you find that helpful. If you want to apply it, you can add in the comments down below. What's a big decision that you made that has eat up a lot of mental process? It could be a place that you moved, a job that you took, career that you took, school that you went to, and write down as many pros as you can. And if you learned anything to not do in the future, write that down also, and just focus on those. And you'll be able to live with it a lot more. Just recognize that stressing out over what you should have done is not a very good use of time. So hope you find that powerful and you can apply it. Appreciate you. Much love. Make sure to hit that like button and leave a comment. Peace out. Much love. Take care.